All right, hi everybody. I'm Dr. Hagmeyer, and I'm the clinic director here at the Naperville Institute for Neurometabolic Solutions. Over the next couple of videos, I'm going to be sharing with you several different video success secrets that have really changed many of my patients' lives and really helped give them answers as to why they continue to suffer and really help them get their lives back. Today's video success secret is really about understanding something called Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Maybe you've been visiting my website, or maybe you've been doing some research on thyroid problems, and you're starting to hear more and more about this thing called Hashimoto's. Well, just to give you a little background information on Hashimoto's, Hashimoto's is really the #1 cause of hypothyroidism disease in the United States today. Researchers estimate that anywhere between 80 to 90% of people have this type of thyroid disorder, and even though testing is inconclusive, Hashimoto's hypothyroidism is really an autoimmune condition. And that really means that your immune system is the problem, okay? What's happening here is your immune system is attacking, it's really just chewing up your thyroid gland day by day. Now, if you have an autoimmune condition, your immune system most likely will turn on other systems of the body unless you identify the many, many triggers that exist, okay? That means if your immune system goes on to attack your pancreas, it's going to cause diabetes. If your immune system goes on to attack the nervous system, it may cause things like multiple sclerosis. It may cause things like Alzheimer's. It may cause things like ataxia, which is clumsiness in the joints, in the muscles and coordination of the body. It may attack the cerebellum. If it attacks the joints, you're probably familiar with something called rheumatoid arthritis. And so again, autoimmune condition is really where your immune system is attacking a part of your body. And in the case where we're talking about the thyroid gland, this is what's called Hashimoto's disease, okay? So many men and women are so frustrated that they can't lose weight despite dieting or exercising. And if you remember, one of the most important functions of your thyroid gland, the main function of your thyroid gland is really to control the entire metabolism of your body, so all of it. So, and this is really why if you have a thyroid problem, it really doesn't matter how much you diet and how much you exercise, how many hours that you log on the treadmill, you'll continue to put on weight if you are metabolically imbalanced. So remember again here that your thyroid is your metabolic furnace, okay? It tells your body how to burn calories, and if it's under functioning, you're going to have the tendency to put on weight. If it's over functioning, you're going to lose weight, and you'll tend to be more of a thinner builder. And sometimes with people with Hashimoto's, they gain weight and they lose weight because their immune system is attacking the thyroid gland. Now, like I said earlier, many women that I consult with are very frustrated with the fact that 1 month they can be gaining 10 to 15 pounds, and then the next month they may be losing 5 to 10 pounds, but they always seem to be gaining a little bit more and more and more. Now, if you can relate to this, what I just talked about, that should really cue you in to the potential of an autoimmune thyroid problem. And it's so vital that you really understand that at this point in time, you really don't have a thyroid problem. More importantly, you have an immune system problem. And that's so important for you to understand, okay? What you need to understand here is that your thyroid hormone that you're taking is really doing nothing to really either curb or really offset or modulate this autoimmune attack. And this is why you go from hyper to hypo, and very often your symptoms begin to fluctuate. So if you think of it like this, think of it like you have a bucket, a water-filled bucket, and in that bucket, we punch a bunch of holes in it. And at the bottom of it, as you continue to pour more and more water into the top of the bucket, which is thyroid hormones, you keep losing water from the holes in the bottom of the bucket. And when it comes to thyroid problems, you have to figure out how to plug those holes up to really stop the damage. And that's where identifying the many, many different causes to your immune system's attack really becomes critical to the proper recovery and proper management of autoimmune thyroid problems. Unfortunately, for so many people, the testing that most doctors run really doesn't even scratch the surface of really what's wrong with the thyroid and really how to properly manage it. Remember that if you ignore your thyroid problem and you think that just taking medication that you're going to fix your thyroid problem, you're really going to be in for a huge disappointment in upcoming years, okay? When that autoimmune thyroid begins attacking other systems of the body, over the course of time, you'll continue to lose more and more and more thyroid function, and symptoms at some point in time will become unbearable. Now realize this. This is a slow, progressive downward slide, okay? This is why you must address and identify these triggers of this autoimmune attack as soon as possible. So again, just a real quick recap. If you're autoimmune, the problem really isn't your thyroid. The problem is your immune system. Think of it like the collateral damage is the thyroid gland, okay? Secondly, it's really going to get worse the longer you fail to identify those triggers. Third, the testing that most people have is severely inadequate, and that's probably why you're still suffering, okay? There's special testing that you need to have done that will help identify those triggers. And then lastly, you're going to really want to work with a doctor who is well-versed in working and supporting people, not only from a nutritional standpoint, but a doctor who's familiar with working with the immune system and how to support it naturally, okay? I'm Dr. Hagmeyer. I hope you found this health tip eye-opening, and I hope that if you found it helpful, that you just go on to share it with someone that may also be struggling. Take care.